So it's been a while since I have made a Dustin's Rants video. As many of you know, I am a very, very proud Canadian. I am not the most patriotic person out there, but I am very proud to call myself Canadian. Born and raised in British Columbia, I am the essence of a Canadian boy. That being said, I work for Starbucks and I absolutely love my job. I am a barista and you can find me wearing that green apron, slinging out lattes at a number of different locations, both here in British Columbia and when I'm at school in Ottawa. So that being said, this all kind of ties in with my theme for this video, and that is ranting about a Canadian coffee company that kind of drives me up the wall a little bit, and it's Tim Hortons. There are a few things that I have issue with at Tim Hortons. First and foremost are their lids. I don't know about you guys, I don't drink Tim Hortons. I am not a fan. No one in my family is, at least to the best of my knowledge, and if I find out that you are, I will smack you. But I have seen countless people struggle with the lids that can be found on Tim Hortons cups. For those of you who aren't Canadian or just live under a rock and have not seen a Tim Hortons lid, it looks like this. I don't know if you could really see, but it's kind of, well, it's obviously circular, and then it has a little like square cutout where you kind of pull the lid back and then you snap it into the lid. And I've seen countless people who pull the lid back and try to lock it in, and then it like flings back, and there's usually like residual whatever drink is in the cup on that part of the lid, and then it like splatters all over them. That's like one of my huge issues, is like that lid. And like, not to mention the fact that like the opening is like the size of my face, so it's like if you're driving along, you know, you're derping along and you go over a speed bump and then like coffee splashes everywhere, and it's like, that is a fail. That is a huge fail. And you know, clearly Tim Hortons has not heard about that lawsuit that happened to McDonald's down in the States, where the woman was like driving along and she was like, oh, I'm gonna go Mach 5 over this speed bump. She like flew over it and like hot coffee sprayed all over her, and she like sued them for like a couple $1,000,000 for pain and suffering because their coffee was too hot. Take a lesson from McDonald's, Tim Hortons, and get better lids that don't leak. Take a lesson from Starbucks and actually get good lids. My second issue has to do with a lot of their drinks. They just recently introduced a whole line of espresso-based beverages like lattes and mochas that are made at the push of a button. I'm sorry, but you cannot get a latte by going up to a machine and pushing a button, and when it's done, throwing a lid on it and going. That's not a latte. And like, the other thing that bugs me is a lot of people go in there and they're like, I'll get a mocha. And a Tim Hortons mocha consists of half hot chocolate and half coffee. That's gross. That is so gross. So none of this half hot chocolate, half coffee crap. Like, that's, no. No. That's not a mocha, nor is, no. Tim Hortons, stick to donuts and sandwiches, please. My third issue stems around their apparel. And again, for those of you who don't live in Canada or have never been into a Tim Hortons, they wear the worst uniforms ever. I'm not even joking. They're like brown khaki pants that, like, I'm not even joking, go like halfway up the chest, and then they wear like these kind of, and granted I'm colorblind, so it might just look really bad to me, and it could be the most, you know, amazing uniform since sliced bread, because sliced bread was a uniform. And it's like a green kind of button-up t-shirt, and then they usually have to wear like a visor and a hairnet, and it's just a whole lot of fail. I love wearing my black polo, my khakis, or my black dress pants, and a green apron. I just think it looks very, very classy, very professional, and very refined, unlike the granny panties that they wear at Tim Hortons. It's like, I legitimately feel bad for the people that have to wear that uniform. Because, you know what, if I had to wear that uniform, it's like, I just wouldn't even work there, because I would want to save your eyes, because it would be pretty bad. I'm not even gonna go there. It's like, you know what, you probably have this mental image in your mind about what I look like wearing a Tim Hortons uniform, and you know what, you need to get rid of it because you'll have nightmares. That being said, it's like, it's just a whole lot of fail. Bad lids, bad drinks, bad uniforms. It's like a trifecta of fail. A trifecta of fail. take a lesson from Starbucks, Tim Hortons. You gotta be more classy. Get better lids, get better drinks, and better uniforms. And you know what? Maybe you'll be able to start competing with the Siren. But until then, Starbucks is in a league of its own. Thanks for watching, guys, and make sure you check out www.canculture.com for the latest news on everything that's Canadian.